Okay, that was kind of weird. So we're gonna start over again. Okay, hold on. Let me just confirm that everything is fine now. I'm just refreshing the page, and yeah, we're fine. I have no idea what happened there, but it is what it is, I guess. Hold up. Are we about to have the same problem again? Wait, do I need to... Okay, you know what? I mean, it looks fine, so I'm just gonna... Actually, let me confirm that the audio is fine. All right, the audio sounds fine. Okay, yeah, we'll just go with it. So, what's up, guys? This is Dem Keys, and today we're going to be attending the community meetup event in VRChat. This is an event where world creators show off worlds that they've been working on. They might be old worlds, they might be new worlds, or they might be work in progress worlds that haven't been released yet. After that, after the community meetup event, I want to get back to Godot and study the scene tree and the main loop, because I'm kind of starting to understand the concept there. I'm kind of starting to connect the dots of, because I understood that. Okay, hold on, let's load into the world first. Also, the event has started already. I guess they're gathering people right now. They're gathering participants. They're gathering people who are going to be showcasing their worlds. So in the meantime, we can chat for a little bit. So yeah, okay. The last stream that I did, unfortunately, since that stream, I didn't get a chance to stream again. And today I got the chance, so I'm streaming. In the last stream, I had a sort of confusion with how exactly scene tree works in Godot. Because like I understood that, all right, there is a scene tree. That scene tree gets loaded when you, from my understanding, when you open up Godot. So either when the editor is loaded or a game session is loaded. So like a standalone build, for example. And within that scene tree, you have a root viewport. And within that root viewport, any scene that you load up, the nodes from that scene get loaded into this root viewport. And you can have more viewports if you want, but at the very least, you're going to have that one viewport. So my confusion was with the scene tree. I was confused as to whether a new scene tree gets loaded each time you load a new scene, or is it that same scene tree that is always used throughout the session. So we're going to be exploring that a little bit more. And yeah, let's see how far we get. I don't want to keep digging into it on stream, because like it's not going to be very, I don't know, there's a lot of thinking involved, and there's going to be a lot of points where I'm just quiet because I'm thinking after reading. So another thing we could do is like we could explore the scene tree, and then we can also explore GDScript. We can carry on learning GDScript and hopefully finish learning GDScript, so I can then start doing some stuff, building complex stuff in Godot. By the way, I checked out, so this new platform released a couple days back. That was actually another reason why I didn't stream. I think it was the day before yesterday, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't remember exactly. Shit, I forgot. I'm still in this this avatar. Oh, you know what I could do? Today, I could take more pics, but today we could pick a different avatar. Actually, I could be in my own avatar as well. That works. Also, let's... Oh, what is going on? Okay, yeah, we're fine. So, let's confirm. Okay, so the group is still gathering and they haven't started the world hop yet. So once they do, then we can jump. In the meantime, let me talk about this new platform that released. It's called Resonite. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but like that makes sense based on, you know, the way that it's spelled. Dude, I was happy with my first impression of it. I was happy. I'm more interested in the creator tools of that platform and less interested in the social aspects of it. It's a social platform, but I'm more interested in the creator tools. The great thing is it provides all of the creator tools within the platform itself. Kind of like Neo's VR, if you've ever played that, if you've ever been on that platform. So it provides you with a bunch of tools to build logic in various ways and to set up various types of 3D environments, and they have their own sort of I don't know if I should call it a scripting system or something else, but it's something that helps you build logic. So I still have to explore more of it, because like I spent a couple of hours in it, and initially it took me some time to even understand where exactly I was supposed to look for the creator tools. Once I found it, then I started exploring more, and it's great. Like the game itself, the platform itself, how heavy it is will depend on which world you are in. So like the home world, the tutorial world, for example, it was kind of heavy for me, and I was having some frame rate issues there. But then once I went into an empty world, an empty space where I can just do my own stuff, the frame rate was great there. That does mean that I'm not going to be able to. Well, okay, it would depend, because like the platform is new, right? So far up until this point, they've been in what I'm assuming is closed beta, because like they had their own closed beta thing going on, and they had a bunch of supporters, and there was a bit of a community behind this already before they launched, before they became public, I should say. And so there's already a bunch of content, there's a bunch of avatars, a bunch of worlds, a bunch of tools. People are still building tools. And over time, they're going to improve the platform. So hopefully we're going to be seeing more performance increase, more, how do I even say this? More performance optimization, let's say. Hopefully we're going to be seeing more of that. But like I said, my main interest in the platform is in the creator tools. I want to just build stuff there. So yeah, let's see how that goes. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have. Another thing I noticed with the platform, and with the way that their tools are structured and the various ways that you interact with things, something I noticed is that it's a lot more VR focused. Or rather, I should say, I would have a much easier time doing things on this platform if I had two VR controllers. Now, I just got this idea. Dude, I just got this idea. How did I not get this idea before? Okay. So, as I was saying this, I got the idea. What if, because like they allow you to do a fair bit of stuff within Resonite, through like the scripting system, right? What if I'm able to send input through like from an external source, because they have they have WebSockets set up already. So I'm assuming you can set up a WebSocket server and let it listen for commands and stuff. And then you can like parse them and do whatever you want with them. So what if I could use that to send in input? I could capture hand landmarks using MediaPipe and OpenCV, and then I could send those into Resonite using WebSockets. In that way, I wouldn't need to use my mouse. I could use both of my hands, and they could be the left and right VR controllers. That would be an interesting thing to set up. I don't know to what extent it's going to allow me to, because like the input, at some point I should probably join their Discord and ask this question there. If I'm able to control the VR, if I'm able to fake VR input somehow. Oh, you know what else I could do? I could check if they have, if the platform supports OpenVR. Because if it does, then maybe I could use somebody else's program. If someone has made like a VR controller emulator, I could run that and send in data to that from another external program. This is going to be like a chain of programs, but dude, if it helps me accomplish having two hands in VR, it's going to make things so much easier. And it's also going to be kind of cool because I'm going to be, you know, like moving my hands around and moving nodes and stuff. Shit, I just got this idea and now I want to check. I want to see if it's possible. But let's not get distracted because I still have to do some stuff. Even with MediaPipe, I still have to do some stuff in Godot. So I don't want to get too distracted. Okay. So, enough chatting. Okay, I guess not enough chatting. They haven't... Yeah, they haven't... Is everyone... Hold on. Man, I have not been to the VRChat homeworld in ages. Like, I stopped using the homeworld once I released my own... Actually, I didn't... It wasn't even after I released my own world. It was... I'm trying to remember what the first custom world was that I had set as my home world. I think it was Create a Trip. I don't remember. You know what? While the group is deciding which world to go to first, let me check the Discord and see. Group join request accepting is now closed until after the event. If you need to group join request accept. Oh yeah, okay. They put out that information. Okay, so this is a world that I had. Where's the world thing? Here. This is a world that I had found back in the day, and I had also recommended it to a bunch of friends of mine, including my good friend Tracy, and she loved the world just as much as I did. It was even her home world for a while, I believe. Or at least she would start her streams in that world. It was, dude, it was an amazing world. And this world wasn't even made during the Udon time. It was made during the fucking SDK2 time. Like, the effects that they came up with, the effects that the creator came up with were just, wow. Hold on. Where's my playlist? Was it? No, it wasn't random. It was... I think it's under My Worlds, maybe? Here. Okay. Creative. Oh, dude, I was supposed to visit this voxel sandbox. I completely forgot about it. Holy shit, dude. But yeah, this is the world. It's called Create a Trip, and it is made by Architect. Okay, what is the world size? I forgot what the world size is. 109 MB. It should download pretty quick. But they are about to move to the first world. So I am not sure. Hold on. I believe they're about to move to the first world. Because they have the list. And I'm pretty sure everyone is going to be jumping there now. If we wait for like 2 minutes, everyone is going to be jumping there. Man, I'm excited to check out stuff in Resonite. I still have to like spend more time on the platform and get a better idea of get a better idea of, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I see something changed here. So, yeah, okay. This is not refreshed yet. Let's try forcing it to refresh, because everyone seems to have jumped, but I'm not seeing the thing popping up here, and this information has not updated yet. Come on, dude. Wait, is this not a group instance? I'm wondering if this is like a private instance that they've gone to. Hold on. Where is Cyan? Okay, Dragonos and Juice are here in a world called Personal Journey, and there's 81 people. Okay, this is the world. So we are gonna go to this world called Personal Journey. It's made by Mr. Coos. Or Mr. Cuss, I'm not sure. Oh shit, this is a public world. Hold on, let's read the description of the world. Personal Journey, a map for VSP. I don't know who VSP is, but let's go check this out. I wonder if VSP is a person that they did this as a commission for. But okay, back to Resonite. So I'm excited to check out the various things that you can do in Resonite. And the great thing is, with WebSockets already set up, you basically already have the ability to interact with various elements in the world. Oh, we are having some frame rate issues. Oh man. The download speed just tanked. Holy shit, dude. Okay, let's see what I can do to remedy this situation. Give me a second. Okay, because I have a bunch of devices that are connected to this same network. So if I can try and reduce the load somehow, which usually it's not just about reducing the load, it's about usually when I haven't had this situation in a while, and usually when I do have this situation, it just means that I need to reset my connection. I cannot do that now because that means I'm gonna have to shut off the stream for like 10 minutes and then restart the stream again, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna shut off a bunch of things. Oh, another thing that could be the issue is the fact that the free data thing hasn't started up yet. Because like with my specific package, there's like a 12-hour free data thing, and then for 12 hours it'll charge. So that 12 hours hasn't started yet. That's gonna start in another 40 minutes. So we're gonna have to deal with whatever issues we have right now. Hopefully there aren't too many frame rate drops, and hopefully the audio is also not cutting out. But if it is, then shit, it is what it is. Back to what I was saying about Resonite. So because the application already has WebSockets implemented, so you can send and receive data. I think you can send, but you can definitely receive data from external applications into Resonite. Oh man, look at this. Dude, it is amazing seeing the various concepts that people come up with in VRChat for like, you know, aesthetically pleasing worlds. Why is this locked? Okay, let's see if there's information somewhere here. So it mentioned someone named VSP. Made for virtual show... Oh, that's what VSP means. Virtual show production. Alright. Want to watch or participate? Virtualshowproduction.com. Oh, I think they were... I thought they were just talking about virtual show production in general. I didn't know this was like a group called, or a platform called virtual show production. How do I open this up though? Like how do I get in? Hold on. So I'm able to walk around here, but I'm not able to go into this area. There's a bunch of colliders. All right. Okay. Is there like a switch? This is great actually. This is useful in situations where you wanna have like a talk show kind of thing, which I'm guessing is what this is meant for, because like you see beanbags there, you see chairs. I'm guessing it's meant for just a few people to be on stage, and then all of this seating here is probably meant for, you know, people who want to sit here and chat. Maybe they also have audio. Maybe they also have audio related stuff set up, so they can control how much sound goes onto the stage. I'm not sure. Maybe. How do you unlock this stage though? Do I have to go up to the... Is there like a control room or something? There's some... Okay, this is all post-processing. Okay, how to join each set and be informed of the lives. Comment... So, okay. Alright, so there's a group for this. But like... Okay, I cannot go up either. How is this being gated, dude? Do I need to find like a secret switch or something? So I'm seeing this thing. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Okay, so this is a very nice looking world. If anyone else wants to visit this world and use it for anything, I'm not sure how you're meant to use it because it's like, it's gated. But hold on, just a second. Yeah, okay. So what I was doing was I was going to give this world a shout out. This world is called Personal Journey and it is made by this person. Now, initially I thought virtual show production was just like something that they were saying. They were calling it virtual show production. So like, for example, if I as a streamer want to call a bunch of guests on and sit on stage and like talk to people, then like, you know, I thought it was that kind of, I thought it was virtual show production in that sense. But like here, it seems like they have their own platform called virtualshowproduction.com. And I don't know if you have to join the platform to be able to access this or not. Because okay, I don't want to say something without it actually being true. Okay, but like I don't know if this is gated in some way. Give me a second. As in, I don't know if there's a paywall behind this or if like it's gated in some other way, or if I'm just not able to find the fucking switch, dude. I'm not sure what it is. I don't want to say anything more because I don't know if the paywall is the reason or if there's some other reason. I hope there's some other reason because the world is public. Another thing that could be the case is maybe it's meant to just be for show. Maybe Though, I mean, that doesn't. I mean, okay, it's a possibility, right? But like, if somebody is gonna make a world like this, it kind of makes sense to give people the option to, do stuff in there. I'm kind of curious about what discussion is going on with the group right now, within the community meetup group. What happens if I reset? Does that let me in? Nope. Still doesn't let me in. So this is why I'm curious about like what discussion might be going on there right now. Let me uh let me just see. Somebody else was streaming this meetup. Hold on. VRChat community meetup. Okay, so they have an official account from which they are streaming, and people are able to go inside. So give me a second while I listen to what's... excuse the silence. I'm just listening to what this person is saying because people have gotten in, or well, people are on stage. Is there like some menu that I need to open up? Let me just try spamming keys. Oh, something happened. Okay. I hit F and there's something like overlaid on my camera. Okay. Let's try any other keys. Yeah, dude, I'm not really sure how you're meant to get into this section. They are streaming the thing, so what I'm gonna do is scroll back because they've been here for a bit. Let me see if the other person who's streaming this had the same issue. Like, I'm wondering if there's some kind of admin panel, some kind of panel that has to be activated to be able to get in there. Okay. Oh, wait, this is muted. Okay, so... Okay. By the way, yeah, speaking of post-processing... Oh, there's an option. Yeah, that's the option, isn't it? Okay, dude, I'm not sure how you're supposed to get into this thing. So if you guys want to come check out the world is public. If you guys want to come and explore the world, maybe hit a bunch of key combinations and see if you're able to get the panel to show up, or if there's some other way to enter the world and or enter the stage. then, do that. Enjoy. Let me give a shout out real quick. One more time before we jump to. Actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to be low. Wait, hold on. With the recent update, this is I wanna try this out. Hold on. With a recent update, VRChat launched this feature called preloading. Basically, I can't remember what the name of the thing was, but like it's the whole idea is you can preload worlds, so you can set the world to download in the background while you're still in another world. As in, like, I'm in this world right now, so I can set another world to download. I'm trying to remember if they set it, if they released it in the live version or not, because it was definitely in beta in open. Yeah, okay, they hold on. Yeah, they released it. Click on a world, click preload. You can download the world without joining, allowing super fast joining once you're ready. Okay, so we are in this world, right? Let's go to the world that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, where is the what is it called? Preload. Preload. What if I do this? Nope, no option here either. How do you preload worlds? Click on a world, click preload. Okay, so I clicked on the world. Where's the preload button? What if I try some random world from... Let's go to the variety box. Let's look at Black Cat, because... Yeah, I'm not seeing a preload option here either. Where's the pre... Let me Google this real quick. There must be docs on this. Oh shit, I didn't realize there's an ad playing. Oh well. Oh, hold on. I missed 2 hydration breaks, dude. Give me a second. Yeah, especially for longer streams like these, I need to remember to hydrate, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to last for very long. Let me just confirm that the music is still running. Yes, okay. Nice. Speaking of music, shout out to Machine Supremacy. Go check them out. Pretty awesome band, pretty awesome music. If you like video game inspired music, you're probably gonna like their stuff. So go check them out. Oh yeah, I was supposed to look up. So VRChat preload. I'm looking for the official docs, if they have the feature, if they have the official thing mentioned in the documentation somewhere. I'm not looking for the release notes, but I'm gonna open up the release notes anyways. Content gating, you can now preload words. If wait, click the preload world button on the instance page to download. Okay, let's try that. We might be kind of late right now, because I think they've already jumped to the next. What is this? Just not refreshing, or hold on, where's everyone? Okay, so everyone has gone to a world called Bricked Up. Have we seen this world? I believe we have. This is an amazing looking cafe, if I remember right. And it has like a nice outside section as well. Just a second. Just a second. Nope, let's not do that. Okay, you know what? Let's try it with Bricked Up. Let's create our own instance. Okay, this is not giving me the option. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I am able to click on the instance, because the instance is, okay, the instance is not showing up here. This world is not public, so I guess I can't just make an instance. Well, I mean, I can make like a friends plus or friends or invite, but I can't make a public instance. What if I try loading? What if I try preloading a world that has public instances? So let's look at okay, let's look at Blackout. Let's click on the instance. Oh, this is the instance. Man, okay, I'm missing something here. Has my VRChat just not updated, or... Oh, could it be because I'm in... Well, that doesn't make sense, right? I mean, I was about to say that could it be because I'm still in open beta, but I don't think being in open beta would affect the thing. Because, like, it was in open beta as well. Okay, fine. I'll check this off stream, because I would probably have to switch out of open beta if I'm still in open beta. That is, I don't even remember which build I'm in. Where is the build mentioned? Okay, this is the build. Build 1353, and I'm currently in build 1355. So I think I am in open beta. I think I'm, yeah, okay. I think I might be in open beta. Let me look at the open beta section. Oh, due to some issues with changes in the new version we released yesterday, we are rolling back both the Quest and PC versions of VRChat back to the previous version. That puts us on this build. Okay, this means that you want to... Son of a bitch. Okay, fine, great. Thanks for that. I wish I would have seen that post earlier. Okay. So the feature is not in just yet because they rolled back the changes. So we're gonna look at that later on. And for now, we're gonna go to Bricked Up, which, I mean, we've seen this world already. I kind of want to show you guys create a trip. Okay, let's go to this world. Dude, I should do Resonite stuff on stream, but before doing Resonite stuff on stream, I want to make sure that I'm able to... I think my best bet in terms of getting information is going to be joining the Resonite Discord, if there is one, and asking questions there, asking how I can... Dude, the first thing I want to do is give myself the ability to have two hands because I'm on desktop. So, and also I want to be able to what's the word? Control my camera. Because if I'm able to do these two things, that really improves my situation by a lot. I don't mind having to use a mixture of keyboard and hand gestures. I'll handle that. That'll be my headache. But if I'm able to create even a very jank solution for getting two hands in Resonite, that'll be amazing for me. Because it'll make building things so much easier. Because something I noticed with Resonite is the controls, the way that the controls are designed, the way that the workflow, the interaction workflow is designed, it seems like you would benefit a lot more from having the ability to use two hands versus just using one hand, which is what you have to do in desktop mode, because you're only able to use the mouse, right? If you're in VR, you have two controllers, and so you're able to use two hands. So what I want to do is try and send input for my hands, for the two hands, and like see if their system allows me to control the hands in any way. Because if I'm able to do that, I'll be able to fake certain aspects of VR. VR gives you, 3 to 6 degrees of freedom depending on like what all you have set up. I'll be able to have some of those degrees of freedom, let's say. I don't know to what extent I would want head turning, but I could do head turning a little bit. And I could also implement like, spinning myself around and stuff that VR users have to do anyways. But yeah, dude, I'm excited to jump into Resonite again and play around with the tools.
And the YouTube Music app all together. One subscription, 2 apps. Try 1 month free of charge.
All right, great. Oh, wait. Dude, is this the same place we saw before? Oh shit, my bad. I think I was mistaken. This looks like that same place though. Like it looks like the same aesthetic. It's just like it's got the same aesthetic, but like they've designed a whole new like room and everything. And it also seems to be nighttime. Hold on, am I mistaken here? Give me a second. Let me just, because I remember seeing another world like this, but like a world with this aesthetic, this kind of ambience going on. Okay. Bricked Up is made by Digital. Let's look at their uploaded worlds. So they have Sacrifice, they have the Rat King. Was this a DJ world? Not a DJ world, but like a rave world? Isn't that what this was? Featured in 2022 Venice Film Festival. Feel free to contact so-and-so. Okay, I can't remember. Distant Memory, Entombed, Crimson Memory, Radio Station Delta, Core Memory, Transparency. Did we see Transparency the last time? Comfy House with comfy features. So-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. I remember these two names, Digital VRC and Beast Child. I remember giving a shout out to this world and then seeing when the world was published and also seeing the number of visits and favorites. And oh yeah, this is that amazing looking like house. Man, they did a great job with this world. Like holy shit, you guys should go check it out. And they have a Halloween update as well. I'm assuming it's only going to stay for this month and maybe a bit of the next month. But yeah, they have a bit of a Halloween update. That being said, let's explore this world. Okay. Oh, give me a second. Okay, so what is going on here? How does this look on stream? Yeah, it looks about what I thought it would look like. There's a little bit of choppiness. It looks good on my end. It's just that my system is not strong enough to, you know, show it smoothly on stream. So they went for a nighttime aesthetic. Wait, does this world have LTCGI? Oh, wait, I don't have my earphone. Has music been playing all this time from the worlds? Give me a second. I need to make sure that VRChat is muted. Okay, VRChat is muted. Also, there's real-time lighting going on here. So yeah, that's also what's making me wonder if this world uses LTCGI for the real-time global illumination and stuff. But yeah, this is cool. It's a nice aesthetic. Man, it's amazing seeing how do I put this? Level and environment design and level design. It's an art in itself. Like you've got world building, right? World building, it's got like different branches, and environment design is one of those branches. It's one part of that, and then you have the technical side of it as well. Especially if the world is meant to have like complex systems and stuff, somebody has to build and maintain those systems. So there's a fair bit of technical work that goes into it. But dude, like environment artists, I've seen people create some amazing shit in VRChat. It is crazy. People are able to capture different types of moods. They're able to capture different types of environments really well and show them in a virtual world. Like that's what's amazing to me. It's crazy, dude. Okay, now we've... Oh, okay, they jumped. So we are now going to dimension structure. Is this XR sharp razor? Hold on, are we already at the end? They usually check out XR's world towards the end. No, we have 3 more people. So XR sharp razor, Funi. I'm excited to check out Funi's world. And Bamber. Dude, I should... Shit, I just remembered that I need to take out some time to visit Halloween Worlds. Visit Spookality Worlds. Or, well, visit Spookality Worlds or Halloween Worlds in general. But like, yeah, I definitely want to check out worlds that people made for Spookality. And it's great that VRChat creates these kinds of events, because having this event, it gives people like a reason to make people can still make the worlds if they want to, but like having this competition, having this contest, and giving people an incentive to like win something, it gives people a reason to, or well, people already have a reason, but it gives people an incentive to do a really good job with making the world and come up with like really nice concepts and stuff like that. So it's great. It's amazing. It works out well for everyone, and especially for the community, because the community gets amazing content out of it. It's great, dude. It was definitely a good idea for them to come up with. I guess Spookality is considered a game jam, isn't it? Well, kind of. Because like with Spookality, you can enter worlds for the competition. You can also enter avatars that you've made. I don't know if you can enter assets, because like the whole idea with VRChat content, like a lot of the content itself, it centers around worlds and avatars. Worlds are what people can roam around in, and avatars are what people can become while they roam around in those worlds, right? So worlds and avatars are kind of the VRChat like main thing. I don't remember if they have any other categories for spookality, like if you're able to just submit assets, because like the assets would also need to be showcased in a world, right? Actually, I don't know how they have. I don't know what the requirement is for showcasing or for submitting avatars. Like, do you just submit some kind of link to them, a link to the public version of the avatar, and then they create like an avatar pedestal and drop the link in there? Or actually, I think that would be one way to do it, right? I think because like if you're submitting a form, I think you would have to submit for the event through some kind of form. Fuck, I need to read. I haven't read any of that text in a while. Okay, let's go to dimension structure something platform. We at this point have seen a bunch of dimension structure worlds made by XR Sharp Razor, and each of the worlds usually has a very interesting concept. From what I remember, they are either interested in or they are studying what is that, like architecture. They're studying architecture, or they probably finished studying it and they're working as an architect or something around architecture. They're really interested in it, and I think that's one of the reasons why they're able to come up with such interesting designs. I don't know if the designs have some kind of meaning, or if it's just interesting stuff that they wanted to create. It's like their way of making art. Okay, so what are we looking at here? I think I remember these degrees. We could see this at the previous world that we had gone to from XR Sharp Razor. This was like a week or two back. I can't remember when exactly it was. But okay, this world is called Dimension Structure 01 Platform. I don't know if there's more to the name. And it is made by XR Sharp Razor. And this world is public, so you can create your own instance and jump in there. Give me a second. I just realized that I missed my hydration break again. So let me just hydrate. Funny thing is, I only notice it when I start to notice that I'm having trouble talking. Okay. Oh yeah, let's read those. There was some text there. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna go check this world out later on. Where's the favorite button? Here. I'm interested just based on this cover pic. I'm interested, so I'm gonna add this to my list, and if I remember, then I'll go check it out. Apparently it's a bunch of avatars. It's my favorite. No, it's my SFW avatar world. Have fun. Okay, nice, great. Now, back to this description. So, 10 places all compacted into one platform. Walk through the arcs as they bring you to a new place. Oh, like these things, these are arcs? Okay, so let's start with this. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, what if I do this? Oh, I I thought this was like solid. I didn't realize. Okay, so this is the. That's what I was wondering. Like I was like, okay, how's so it's an arch essentially, um, and that's what brings you to a different. Oh wow, this is what I was talking about, dude. Like XR Sharp Razor comes up with all these interesting concepts. It's always super interesting to see, and this is a nice change from what we've been seeing usually, because there was starting to become a pattern of the various types of worlds that we were seeing, and now there's this. It's always interesting seeing these kinds of worlds, like seeing what people come up with, like in some cases. So you've got people who want to make game worlds, right? And that's great. A lot of people enjoy game worlds. You've got people who want to make hangout worlds, chill hangout worlds that have a nice aesthetic. They have a nice ambience. Each of those hangout worlds has like a certain type of mood that it sets. Chill worlds where people can just hang out and relax. You have people who want to make like club worlds, rave worlds, partying worlds in general. Like all of those types of worlds are valid, right? And then you've got these kinds of worlds as well, which are it's people's way of expressing themselves. It's their way of expression, their artistic expression, I guess you can call it. And it's always interesting to see what people come up with. Now, what happens if I run through the same thing again? Oh, there's a freeze. Give me a second. Give the game a second, not me. Okay, I don't think I ran through the same arch again. Did I? Oh, these are interactive. Wait, was this there earlier? I don't remember seeing this earlier. Oh, I didn't see it earlier because there was no light. I guess that's why they provided the light, right? So let's walk around with the light and see. I should not lose track of the numbers, dude. Because I don't remember what exactly I had gone to before. Okay, so let's try 0. Oh, wow. Dude, okay. Stop right there. These colors make me happy. Holy shit. Cyan, blue, some purple going on in there. That's amazing. That's amazing. Also, the butterflies are nice. It's a nice touch. What happens if I go through this again? Okay, something changed there. So if I go back, oh. Okay. All right. Okay, that's interesting. Let's try that again. I'm also interested in finding out how they're achieving this real-time lighting. Is it like their own solution that they implemented, or is this actual real-time lights? Because there is a cheaper way to... Hold on. Okay, yeah, there's like a cheaper way to achieve this, like if you implement it yourself. But that does have some downsides, some drawbacks to it. Okay, we were at 0, right? And going back, how? Okay, hold on. All right, we are not getting the same thing here. What happens if I go back from here? It's not the same thing. Why is it only happening on 0? That's kind of interesting. So we come here, and then we go back and get this. Excuse the silence. I'm just like taking in whatever is going on here. Now, okay, I'm still kind of confused as to how going back gave us that. Okay, let's say I go through this. This goes to red. And then going back gives us something else. Look at that, dude. Oh, could this be LTCGI as well? Yeah, dude. I'm wondering if this is LTCGI as well. Because like I'm seeing real-time reflections, not just real-time lighting. I'm seeing real-time reflections. I don't have a way to find out if there's shadows. I think there are shadows. I think so. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look around to see if I'm able to find shadows. Either way, dude. Pretty cool. Okay, what happens if we go back in this direction? Okay, this brings us here. And then this brings us here. Okay, this brings us here. And there's still a bunch to explore. That's what's oh wow. See, this is like these are like simple things that we are looking at, right? But it's how I don't even know how to explain it. It's I'm able to appreciate it from like an artistic point of view. Like this is something that they made to express. I'm not sure what they were expressing, but like it's their artistic expression. Okay, what happens if I go back? There was something else here, right? Oh wow, suddenly I'm seeing a frame rate drop here. I think this is... I was about to say I think this is real-time shadows, but like I don't know. I'm not sure. Alright, moving on to the next one. Also, just let's keep up with the group who are in dimension structure right now, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not... Also, give me a second. Alright. Okay, so... Oh wow, look at this, dude. I think abstract concepts is like the best way to put it. And I think one of the reasons I'm finding stuff like this really interesting is because, well, I'm interested in abstract concepts and stuff that you can come up with using like mathematical functions and stuff. For example, look at my avatar. Let me... How do I show the avatar? Where is the avatar thing? Is it this? Yeah, it's this. So this is what my avatar looks like. This is... I'm not even remotely interested in having a humanoid avatar. The only reason I would want to have a humanoid avatar is because when you have hands and legs, it's a lot easier to express... it's a lot easier to communicate body language. But like in general, in terms of like what avatars I would be interested in donning, it's this kind of stuff. So I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm interested in whatever is going on here. I also like that they took the time to mess around with the color grading as well to sort of give that effect. Like they were trying to... Oh wow, look at this. Would any of these platforms like make me like take me up? Do any of them have colliders on them? Yeah, no, I don't think they do. But nice, dude. Okay, where were we? Were we at 240 or 300? Hold up. Hold up. Getting lost. Give me a second. Okay, so we were at 180. All right. Now we're going to move on to the next. All right, so what are we looking at here? A tractor. Okay. Oh. I think I'm the one that's pushing them. Is there a red one? Okay, does the red one pull? Because like opposites attract, right? Yeah. Oh wow, dude. Dude, this is kind of cool. And it's interesting because like you can... This is something... Oh wait, this is pushing the particles away. So yeah, I was about to say that it's interesting because like you can achieve these things using what were they called? In Unity, you have particle systems, right? There was something, I forgot the name of it, but there was some force field. You have particle force fields that allow you to create a positive or a negative force. So a positive force would be pushing it away, a negative force would be pulling it towards. And you can use that to create attractors, as these are called. But it's kind of interesting seeing the path that is being followed here. Also, do these particles not die out? Do these particles like always stay alive? I'm waiting for them to die out and they just seem to be bouncing. But at the same time, nothing is coming out of this. What happens if I pick up another one of these? And let's keep it away. Oh, they died out. Okay. So now if I bring this closer, it starts to spawn more. And then they seem to be bouncing off of something. So it is really interesting, dude. I think the force field is really big. Assuming this is not something that they programmed themselves, like assuming they didn't program this entire attractor mechanism by themselves, um, assuming it's a force field thing, I think it's a fairly big force field because like look how far these particles are going. That's crazy. But yeah, dude, that's cool. That's very cool. Were we at 240? I think we were at 240. Okay, and then we have 300. Oh, I think we've already seen this. Okay. By the way, I did not take a pic. I think I want to take a pic. Hold on. I've not taken a pic for the VOD thumbnail. So I think I'm gonna do that. Let's do it with my own avatar. Hold on. How do I want to position this? Because like if I go in here, I'll get lost within the grass. But like at the same time, I want the tree to be shown. I also want some of these extra things that are moving around to be shown. Okay. Let's spawn the camera. Let me turn this way. Okay. Where was it? Tools, I think. Camera. And how do I switch to selfie cam? Is it this or is it this? I think it's this. What does this do? I'm not sure what this does. Okay. Uh, okay. Click to take photo. There was another thing to move self. Okay. What does right click do? Okay, I want to fly. I want to fly. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm kind of blending in with the world. I don't know if this is really going to work out the way I'm thinking it will. You know what? That's not bad. Let's how do you take the pic? Okay. Let's also do one here. Oh, you know what? I should wait for a butterfly to show up like real close to the camera and then take the pic. At some point a butterfly is going to show up. We're just going to wait for a couple more seconds. Hopefully one shows up eventually. Okay, there was one on the left side. Trying to get one on the right side. Somewhere like in this area. Okay, one came, but like I think I missed my chance. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So I have a pick. All right. So this world, if anyone wants to visit it, is called Dimension Structure SO1 Platform. I don't know if there's anything more after that. And I think it's just platform. I think it ends there. And this world is made by XR Sharp Razor. That is this person. Definitely go check out. Come check out this world and check out their other worlds as well. They have a bunch of other worlds. All very interesting. They have interesting designs and stuff. Especially the dimension structure worlds. And you can see as you go through their dimension structure worlds, you can see improvements in the worlds. So you can see them like improving as a world creator. It's 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 pretty interesting to see because like I've seen a bunch of their dimension structure worlds. Maybe not these three, I think. What are the other two? Okay, I have not seen. I think I've seen this one. I have not seen these four, but I've seen all of these other ones. They've showcased them during the community meetups in the past. In fact, I think Connect was a recent one that they showcased. This also had a very interesting design to it. Was it this one or was it another one? Anyways, let's go check out the next world. For some reason, this list is just not updating. Well, no, it did update. Yeah, yeah. Now it's not updating. Maybe it's just going to take some time. So let's go to this. So this is a world, but wait, we are in Bamber's world. They are in Bamber's world now. Did we miss Fooney's world? Damn, I think we missed Fooney's world. Oh well. So we are going to a test world, which is apparently public. All right, let's check it out. And after that, we are going to be doing Godot studies. While this is loading, let me just confirm that the music is still going. Nope, the music paused at some point. I have no idea when. Um, okay. Speaking of music, go check out Machine Supremacy. Pretty awesome band, pretty awesome music. Oh, wait, there's a music video playing here, I think. Also, they've got like lighting effects going on. I wonder if this is this hooked up to, wait, what colors are, yeah, I'm wondering if this is hooked up to Audio Link. Is this Audio Link or is this their own system that they set up? Oh, Test AL Audio Link. Okay, now it makes sense. Yeah, okay. That's cool, dude. That's cool. I also like that more people are starting to use this person's post-processing UI. That's cool. Yeah, it's great because like I mean, eventually I think VRChat is gonna have, they are gonna create their own version of this, but in the meantime, world creators don't have to worry about having to create this kind of thing themselves. I don't know how complicated or simple the setup is. I'm assuming the creator tried to make it as simple as possible. If you want to use this in your world as well, this is their booth link. That's their Discord link, and I'm not sure what this is. This is either their Discord username or their Twitch handle. No, their Discord username or their Twitter handle or something else. Okay. Now, that being said, we are going to switch over to Godot and we're going to do some Godot studies, but I'm going to need like 5 minutes to set the whole thing up because closing VRChat takes a couple of minutes. So I'm going to switch to BRB. Give me a second. Okay, we've transitioned. Now I'm going to mute my mic and you guys enjoy the music while I set everything else up. All right. VRChat has closed. I've set up all of the stuff that I need to. Almost. I just need to open up the VTubing app, and then we should be good to go. Man, at some point in time, I should really work on the VTubing avatar itself. I was going to add a whole bunch of things to the avatar, but then I kind of got distracted with a bunch of other things, and then more and more distractions just kept happening. Um, First there was Rust, then there was, I think I was, oh, there was task-based asynchronous programming, learning to do like task-based stuff, async stuff with C#. Then there was, did I mention Rust? Yeah, I think I mentioned Rust. Then there was probably something else as well. And eventually Unity had their little fuck up, and so Godot started becoming more widely used, and so like a lot of people were talking about it. So I got interested in checking out Godot, because like in the past I'd heard about Godot, but I hadn't had the chance to check it out. And well, this gave me sort of that push to go check out Godot. And the more I looked into it, the more interested I got in it, because there's so many things that you can do in Godot that are like workflow wise, feature wise, they're kind of different from Unity. Unity does allow you to do a fair bunch of things, a fair bit of things, but like I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. In Godot, there's like a it's kind of different. It's nice in its own way. Okay, so let's move the avatar here, I guess. Give me a second. Let me make sure it's not clipping. Okay, nice. So that's set up. Now I think we can transition. There it is. Great. So what I've been trying to understand is the concept of the scene tree, right? Last time we learned, give me a second, let me hydrate and then I'll carry on talking.
شاهد الفيديوهات بدون إعلانات أو إنترنت مع إمكانية تشغيلها في الخلفية. جرب يوتيوب بريميوم مجاناً.
Okay, so the last time we learned that a scene tree, when you launch Godot, OS is launched, if I remember right. And then the main loop is launched, which in this case is the scene tree. It's the scene system. And then the scene tree has a root viewport, and any nodes that you any scene that you load or any nodes that you create, they get created inside this root viewport. Now from the hierarchy, you are not able to see, actually, what is it called in Godot? Is it called a hierarchy in Godot? Yeah, okay, it just says scene. So from the hierarchy, you don't have access to the root viewport or the scene tree, right? But you there are scene tree there is a scene tree class that you can access. Okay, there's an ad playing, so I'll sit quiet for 30 seconds. I could have taken my hydration break during these 30 seconds, but okay, it doesn't matter. All right, welcome back. So, what was I saying? Okay, so from what I've understood, these these nodes, they exist within, they're the children of the root viewport, and the root viewport is a child of the scene tree. Now, what I'm wondering, what was my question previously? Sorry, sorry, I just saw something. I just give me a second. Give me a second.
Welcome to Rivendell, Mr. Anderson.
Give me a second. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. So, okay, we're gonna carry on with this. Okay, we're gonna carry on with this. Okay, so I'm trying to understand if there's ever more than one scene tree. Is it, or is it that one scene tree persists throughout the entire editor session, or the game session in the case of a standalone build? If it's like, if there's just one scene tree and every scene that you open up, every scene that you load, every bunch of nodes that you try to load, if they're all loaded into that one scene tree's root viewport, or is it that each time you open a new scene, there's a new scene tree being loaded? Because like in a way, it makes sense for there to just be one scene tree, right? And then everything else gets loaded in that. Because like, okay, the scene tree is like, okay, I saw the concept of main loop here, and the scene tree. Okay, let's let's read this. So, scene tree manages the game loop via a hierarchy of nodes. Okay, so since it is managing the game loop, it would not make sense for it to reload, right? Because if it is a game loop and you load a new scene, actually, in Unity it would make sense, right? Because like in Unity you load a scene and all the scripts within that scene also load, right? But at the same time you're unloading a previous scene and all of the contents of that scene, right? So like if I'm looking at it from that angle, it makes sense for there to be multiple loops. But over here it could be that. It could also be that it's just one game loop and the game. No, I mean, would it really be multiple game loops? Oh, I think the game loop here could be compared to the player loop in Unity. I think so. Yeah, I think it could be compared to the player loop. And then within the player loop, like a bunch of functions get called, a bunch of events get fired. That makes sense. That makes sense. So if I'm looking at it from that point of view, it makes sense to me that there would only be one game loop. There would only ever be one game loop. And it mentions here that this manages the game loop via a hierarchy of nodes. Also, this has like it inherits from main loop, which I also need to read up on. Oh, okay. Let's read this. So, description of main loop. Abstract base class for the game's main loop. Main loop is the abstract base class for Godot's main loop is the abstract base class for a Godot project's game loop. The project's game loop. So I'm assuming there's only one loop, right? It makes sense that there's only one loop, right? It wouldn't make sense to have multiple loops, because like managing that becomes like what do you? I mean, okay, there might be use cases for it, but give me a second. Yeah, there might be use cases for it, but like, no, it makes sense. It makes sense that there's only one game loop, right? Anyways, it is inherited by SceneTree, which is the default game loop implementation used in Godot projects. Though it is also possible to write and use your own main loop subclass instead of the SceneTree. That is interesting. That is definitely something I should explore at some point. I should definitely explore that. Okay, upon application start, a main loop implementation must be provided to the OS. Otherwise, the application will exit. This happens automatically and a scene tree is created unless a main loop script is provided from the command line. Or the main loop type project setting is overwritten. Here's an example script implementing a simple main loop. Okay, you have initialize, process, and finalize. And I'm guessing there's a bunch of other methods that you can implement. Finalize, initialize, physics process, and just process. Okay, that's your basic stuff, right? You have init, you have the fixed update, you have the update. Finalize, I'm guessing it's when it's... Wait, is finalize on exit, or is it like after every, like the end of every loop? Let's take a look at that. Finalize called before the... Oh yeah, okay, so this is exit. Initialize is called once during initialization. Then you have physics process and process. Okay, so that's your update and fixed update. All right, so this is main loop, right? Scene tree inherits from main loop, and scene tree, what exactly would scene tree be considered? It is inherited by scene tree, which is the default game loop implementation. Okay, so scene tree is implemented using game loop. Game loop has these methods. So, and these are virtual methods, so these methods probably need to be overridden. If you are... Wait, no, this is... Here's a default main loop, or here's an example main loop implementation. Right, so you don't need to create a scene tree to implement a main loop. You can just implement a main loop. Can you implement your own scene tree? There might be a way, right, to implement your own custom scene tree. Okay. As one of the most important classes, the scene tree manages the hierarchy of nodes in a scene as well as scenes themselves. Nodes can be added, retrieved, and removed. The whole scene tree and thus the current scene can be paused. Scenes can be loaded, switched, and reloaded. Okay. I'm trying to visualize this. So we have the game loop, and within the game loop we have the scene tree. The scene tree is sort of like a scene manager. It manages scenes and nodes that are under it. I'm assuming under the root viewport. I think there's an example given here, right? You can also use the scene tree to organize your nodes into groups. Every node can be assigned as many groups as you want to create. Example, an enemy group. Okay, I thought that was gonna go somewhere. Okay, yeah, example, an enemy group. You can then iterate these groups or even call methods and set properties on all group members at once. Okay, SceneTree is the default main loop implementation used by scenes, and thus in charge and is thus in charge of the game loop. Okay. For some reason I'm still doubtful about like what exactly is going on. Well, I mean, I kind of get it. So it's not main loop that's running. It's SceneTree that's running. But SceneTree inherits from main loop, so I'm guessing it uses the methods that are provided in main loop and probably a bunch of other things as well. SceneTree is the default main loop implementation used by scenes. Okay, where can I set another main loop? There it was mentioned somewhere, right? In project settings. So let's open up project settings. It opens up in a new window, so you guys won't be able to see it, but I'll just tell you where it is. What am I looking for? Main loop. Application run, main loop type, SceneTree. Oh, it's a text box. You can add whatever you want to it. If you can add whatever you want to it, okay. How do I set this up? So I need to create a class. I don't think I need to attach this script to any node, but I do need to. You know what? Let's try it out. I'll call this SceneTree 01. Oh wait, what is it gonna use right now? If it's supposed to, what happens right now? I've set SceneTree 01 as a main loop. What happens if I just hit run? Is it gonna break? Because there's no script, right, for the scene loop. Yeah, main loop type does not exist in SceneTree 01. Okay. And the program crashed. That makes sense. So we're gonna create a new script. This will inherit from main loop. And what's the name? Oh yeah, here it is. Let's call it my main loop 01. Okay, so let's open this up, and here this extends from main loop. I can set the class name to what was it, SceneTree 01, I think. And then I need to implement the functions. So we have init and initialize. Okay, let's print initialize or initialize called. Okay, and then we can do for the others we can just do pass, right? We have process delta that can be passed. Then we have function what was it, physics process delta, that can be passed. Then we have function finalize, and that can be passed as well. Or we can probably call this, because I'll still be able to capture this. Okay. Great. So now let's run this and see if it gets picked up. Oh, wow. Nope, that's not good. That is flickering. That is flickering. That is... Yeah, you guys cannot see it, but it was like a light show. But the main loop works, so we can specify our own main loop. So that's great. Wait, return true to end the main loop. Could that be the issue? Okay, let's just return true. I need to look into how exactly this works. But that might be... Would that solve the flickering issue? Oh, okay. It ended. It just ended. Oh, return true to exit main loop. Okay, okay, now it makes sense. I forgot what the thing was for getting input. Is there an input class? Okay. Input dot action press, action release, action... I think action press. Is action pressed? Man, I did this a while back and I already forgot. Okay, I think it's just action. I think it's just action press. Looking for UI. There is no space. Is there space? Text backspace. Backspace word. No. Is there an arrow? There was an arrow, right? Left, right, something. Okay, so let's do left. Here we can do res equals false. And if this is true, then res equals true. Hold on, what's wrong here? Because it returns void. It returns void. How were we meant to get... Oh, is action just pressed or is action pressed? I think it's is action pressed. Okay. So here I can add UI left. Does that work? That works. So and then I can return res. And there's our game loop. You guys can't see it because it popped up in a different window, but yeah, there's the game loop. It's flickering for some reason. I need to look into why it's flickering. But yeah, good to know. All right. And hitting left exits the game loop. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. All right, so I can look into this later on. For now, we can go with the default scene tree. Okay, so scene tree. I need to read up a lot more on scene tree, because I need to understand this. I need to be able to visualize what is going on here. So I need to see if somebody has made like a diagram or something. I'm sure someone must have explained this because I can't be the only one who has had this confusion and who has been trying to sort of visualize it and understand what's going on in the back end. Pretty sure over the years multiple people have asked this question, and I'm sure multiple people have given the answer as well. So I need to look for the answer. Give me a second, let me hydrate. I don't know when my last hydration break was, so give me a second. Also, music. Is the music paused? No, it's not. Okay, we're good. Okay. So the scene tree contains the root. We're going to read this section again and see if I'm able to absorb something more than what I did the last time. Man, I'm slowly starting to have trouble talking. We can still go for a while. Okay. So scene tree. One of the ways to explain how Godot works is that it's a high-level game engine over a low-level middleware. The scene system is the game engine, while the OS and servers are the low-level API. The OS and servers are the low-level API. Okay. We are yet to get into servers. I haven't touched that topic yet. I wanted to stay away from that topic until I knew the basics. Okay, where was I? Here. The scene system provides its own main loop to the OS. Okay, so I created my own scene tree just now. Isn't that right? Or did I create Would there be a difference between scene system and scene tree? Because it says here that the scene system provides its own main loop to OS. Oh, the scene system is different. The scene system provides a main loop. The main loop is called scene tree. This is automatically instanced and set when running a scene. No need to do any extra work. Okay. It is important to know that this class exists because it has a few important uses. It contains a root viewport to which a scene is added as a child when it's first opened to become part of the scene tree. More on that next. It contains information about the groups and has the means to call all nodes in a group or get a list of them. Okay. We were looking at the API here, right? This was the API for scene tree. All right, so scene tree has some properties. It also has some methods. Can I find the current method? Hold on. What does this represent? Does this represent the currently loaded scene tree, or does it represent just the concept of a scene tree? So like I can use it to instantiate a bunch of other scene trees. Because like, do I need to get the current scene tree? Let's look at the methods. Change scene to file. Call group. Oh wait, is this how you load other scenes? Wait, if this is how you load other scenes, what does the load method do then? I'm sure that the load method has some other uses that I just haven't figured out yet, but like, hold on. Okay, load. Let's look up load. Wait, we are able to just call the load method, right? Hold on. But yeah, here. I can close this now. And we can do our thing here. So we are able to call the load method. If we are able to call the load method, doesn't that mean that the method has been defined in some class? And since we are inheriting from node 2D, the load method could be in any, it could be in node 2D or in any of its inheriting classes, like whatever node 2D inherits from. Because I believe at the lowest level, everything either inherits from object or node. I don't remember which one it is. Or I think node also inherits from object at like the lowest level. So I don't know where load has been defined. What if I load is a function, right? Or would okay, let's look up def load. Why would that work? I just realized how would that work? Wait, limiting cognitive load. No, this is load in a different sense. Though, what is this? What am I looking at here? Oh, this is for documentation related stuff. Wait, this has compute shaders? Hold up, I have looked up compute shader related stuff. Writing a minimal compute shader, but first a bit of background on compute shaders and how they work with it. I did look up compute shaders for Godot. I don't remember if I found something or not. What is visual what am I looking at here? Okay, what is visual shaders? Is it like a visual workflow? Visual shaders are the visual alternative. Hold up, Godot has this? Like a node based solution, or is it like, okay, let's see. Dude, wait, is this still being supported, or is it going to be deprecated later? I didn't know Godot had a visual shader workflow, and it allows you to drop code in there. Visual shaders. How did I not look? Well, I mean, I haven't dived too deep into the shader side of Godot, which, by the way, I need to do that. I need to dive into the whole VFX side of Godot, because I wanna learn about doing shader stuff in Godot, doing particle stuff in Godot, doing both CPU and GPU particle stuff in Godot. Hold on. I need to. How do you create assign a shader, new shader material? Visual shaders can be created in any shader material. To begin using visual shaders, create a new shader material in an object of your choice. Okay, let's go to the 3D side. Let's delete this object and let's add a cube. Do we have just cube? No. What should it be? Like mesh, I think? Or primitive, I think? Is it mesh instance? Or is it CSG? CSG was for prototyping stuff, right? I can't remember. It was something geometry. Hold on. Let me just look that up. CSG tools, I think. Constructive solid geometry. There, that's what it's called. And Godot does have those tools. Though, okay, I'm looking for just like a primitive thing. Does this give shapes? Or do I have to provide the shape? It should have like primitives, right? Let's look at geometry. There's material. Where is the mesh? Oh, there's the mesh. Okay, new box mesh. So there is our cube. Great. What else am I looking for? Material override. What is... Hold on, let me just expand this. Material override and material overlay. What would be the difference between these two? The material override for the whole geometry. If a material is assigned to this property, it will be used instead of any material set in any material slot of the mesh. There's a material slot. How do I set that? Oh, from here, I think. Resource. Is it resource? I don't think it's resource. No, it's here. Okay. Material. So, standard material, shader material. Alright, great. So I created the shader material. And next, after creating the shader material, assign a visual shader resource to the shader property. So how do I gain access to that? Where's the shader property? Here. I'm still getting used to this workflow where you click on this thing and then something pops up. I feel like they could do something to improve this workflow. You see what I mean? Like there's nothing here telling me. There's no visual cue here telling me that I can click on this thing and it's gonna expand into this. So like from a UX point of view, it's not very good. Okay, so create a new shader. Wait, where do I specify that it's a visual shader? You just create a new shader, okay. Oh, that's where you specify it in the box that opens up. Visual shader, spatial, so and so, so and so. I think spatial is fine. Okay. Let's call this some viz shader 01. Okay, you guys can't see the dialog that popped up, but don't worry about it. You'll be able to see the shader here. Now, how do I open up the shader? Okay. The layout of the visual shader editor compiles two parts, the upper toolbar and the graph itself. No, comprises, not compiles. Comprises two parts, the upper toolbar and the graph itself. Okay, but how do I open up the graph? Like what am I clicking on to open up the graph? Do I drag and drop this here? Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is our editor. Okay. So I need to find I need to find a way to set up zooming and panning in this without having to use the mouse wheel, because I'm having the same issue that I had here, which I had to set up like emulate 3-button mouse. We need to do the same thing here. If that is not already an option, then I need to maybe start up a discussion about it. Okay, so what are we looking at here? So we have albedo, alpha, metallic, roughness. Let's change something here. I'm assuming this is transparent by default, right? Do I have to specify somewhere that this is transparent? I don't think I need to specify anywhere that it's transparent. Okay. How do I add a node here? Nope, that is not how you add a node. What's the key for this? Okay, I need to learn the key bindings. Okay, so is it just input? I think scalar works fine, right? Let's search. What am I trying to give it? Transparency would just be a float. Albedo would be RGB. Assuming they don't throw the A in there. Okay, so let's look up float. We have switch float, that's a function, then common float function, float op, variables. What about like constant? Float constant, there you go. And then we have float parameters as well. I think I want a float parameter. Is this exposed? Global, right? What is going on here? Let's call it some float or one. Okay. What does that say? Global parameter so-and-so does not exist. Created in project settings. Oh, okay, so then let's do it based on instance. And then hint. Now, where is the float parameter that I made? Where does it show up? Do I have to expose this? Okay, I need to look into how to expose stuff to the inspector. For the time... Oh, hold on. Wait, why am I not able to undo this? I just destroyed that thing and I can't undo the process. Okay, anyways. So this is per instance. We'll call it some float or one. Oh shit, I just realized that. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I was about to say that it's not showing up, but the good thing is that the nodes themselves show up. What you don't see is if I click on add node and that little window shows up for, you know, selecting nodes, that window doesn't show up on screen because that's like a separate window from the Godot editor window itself. Okay, so this is a float. Where's transparency? Wasn't transparency here just now? Oh, alpha. There you go. All right. Oh, nice. It compiled as well. Now, where exactly? Where is the property that I'm assuming I exposed? So that's the mesh. That's the material. Where is this property? I called it some float. Okay, I need to read up on the visual shader thing. What options do they give us? Because it's fun to explore all of the options that visual shader workflow gives you, because like it gives you a lot more options than what you would otherwise have if you were coding the shader. At least from my experience. Is there a preview node here? Or a view? No, that's for the matrix. Oh, view. Wait, does this represent view input parameters for fragment and light shader? No, no, this probably means something else. What is node position view? Node position view input parameter for vertex and fragment shader nodes. Okay, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, dude, let's just go for a constant float so I can test whatever I'm doing right now. Oh, I like that you can visualize the value. Is that can we do that here as well? Yeah. Oh shit, dude. That is useful. That is useful. Okay, so let's connect this. Okay. And I cannot change this to range. Do I need to... Is there like a range thing? No, that's random range. That's not what I'm looking for. Is there a float range? Can I change the type of this? What is float function? Oh, trigonometry operations. Okay. Okay, does it have what I'm looking for? Maybe it has what I'm looking for. It doesn't, but I was going to look for trigonometry operations anyways, because I was looking for sine, so I can... Wait, I need sine. I also need... Wait, let's first confirm that this works how I think it works. Okay, that works. Great. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a sort of pulsing effect. Do we have access to time here? Yes. Okay. So what time is this? This fucking zoom, dude. Okay. Yeah. The time that I'm looking for... Oh, wow. They have a lot of different types of time. I guess we'll just go for time then. Just regular elapsed time. Is delta time part of this? Delta time should be part of this, right? Yeah, I need to read up on this. Okay, so what more? I need a multiply operation. Is that float operations or? Okay, multiply, add. Yeah, that was a float function thing, right? Alright, for scalar, why are there 3 multiply operations? What's the difference here? Okay, I'll look into that later. So, time. I want to give it a multiplier of 1 right now. Okay. Later on, I can increase this if I need to. Then I need... Was it this? No, it wasn't this. Where's the math function? There you go. So I'm assuming this sign takes radians, not degrees. So we need to convert the value to radians first. Where I'd seen radian right here somewhere. There's degrees. There has to be radians. There you go. There's radians. Let's visualize this. It's not changing. Oh, is it because there's no time loop running right now? How do I get a time loop like in the editor? Okay, what if I do... What if I make this 2? Or what if I make it 180? What if I do, let's say, 30? That's not changing, dude. What exactly is time? What is time giving me? Do we have any other time value here? What else do I get in terms of time if I just look for time? Input time, right? Time input parameter for all shaders, so and so, translated to time in Godot shader language. Okay. Based on the color, I'm assuming it's a float. Now, do I need this thing to be running? Can't... Hold on. The time is not changing. Well, actually... Oh. Yeah, maybe I should do this instead. I just realized it's not going to change. It's all going to be, because like, if in terms of visualizing it, if 0 is black and 1 is white, it goes from 0 to 1 and then carries on increasing, right? Because the time is increasing. And the same is going to happen with radians as well. I believe. I think so. Because the radians don't wrap around. So I then have to pass it into sine. This fucking zoom, dude. Okay. Alright, so we have some change here. I'm not sure if this is changing. I think it's changing. I think I see it changing. There it is. It's changing. So let's increase this to 10. So we have like a quick increase. That's not quick. Oh, okay. I guess it's happening now. Okay, let's make it 100. Oh, I need an absolute value. Sine is between -1 and +1, right? So I need there to be an absolute value here. So let's make a duplicate of this. And is there ABS? There it is. Nope, wrong one. ABS. So let's get the absolute value. Great, that's what we're looking for. Okay, awesome. And then I can pass this into the alpha, and we should have our blinking effect. Yeah, there it is. Great, nice. Now let's see if we have rotate. No, I need to look into what kind of... Oh, in terms of textures, what do they have? They have functions. What about procedural textures? Okay, I need to look into this more, because if visual shader doesn't give me what exactly I'm looking for, like, well, okay, no, let me be clear. I want to get into the coding side of Godot shaders. I'm gonna have to learn their shading language, which, I mean, based on what I've seen, I'm seeing something that looks similar to GLSL, but like, I think there's a lot more to it. than just GLSL. I think like they've created their own syntax, their own syntax in there. So like I need to learn the language. I'm gonna be coding shaders. That's fine, but I want to see if the visual workflow gives some extra functions, like maybe procedural textures or stuff like rotating or a bunch of different things. Because with a visual workflow, you're able to look at the colors across the surface, and you don't just have to guess based on the math that you're doing, or you don't just have to imagine based on the math that you're doing, which if you were coding the shader, you would have to do a lot of like mental visualization about how this shit is going to look. But like with a visual workflow, you have the visual element right there. So I need to see. Oh, there's another thing, right? Where you can add your own code. What is that node called? It was right here. There was a node. There was a node somewhere here. Hold on. The node was right here. Expression. Is it expression? Was it expression? I don't think it was expression. Was it expression? The possibilities are, oh, it's expression. Okay. All right. So I need to see, wait, can we have like subgraphs in Godot? Or can we like export the functions as reusable blocks in some way? Okay, they have a Fresnel node, they have a Boolean node. Wait, what does a Boolean node do? The Boolean node can be converted to scalar or vector to represent 0 to 1, and so and so, so and so. Okay. This property can be used to enable or disable some effect with one click. Okay, all right. If node, all right, that's your branches. You have switch. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for. Wait, can we actually have subgraphs or sub shaders? Is that a thing? Wait, this was creating visual shader. This is using oh, this is all in the same page. All right. Can we what happens if I right click? Okay, so there's no grouping functionality. Can we create a note maybe? No. What is it called? Comment? Okay, that exists. Okay, that's great. So then we can create like labels. How do I edit this comment? Okay, I'm not sure how to edit the comment, but like, okay, great. Then we have expression, which I'm gonna have to learn. Godot's own shading language, which I'll get to eventually. There's just so much shit that I need to learn, dude. Like, I need to get to it one by one. Alright, so we can add input and we can add output. Great. Can this be exported in some way? This can be copied. What if I created Okay. My God, dude, this zoom. I need to hold on. I need to look into the shortcuts real quick. Shortcuts, shader, editor. Because unless I'm able to wait, canvas item editor, script editor. Control minus control plus. Wait, can I? Okay. What happens if I do control plus in this editor? Nope, doesn't work. Oh, there's zoom buttons here. What does this do? Zoom reset. Okay. And this zooms out and then zooms in. Oh, so here I'm doing. Wait a second. Hold on. I just noticed this. This is for vertex. Wait, okay, so you can control both the stages. You can control the vertex and the fragment stage. That's cool. Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. That's so I was wondering that when I looked at the items that were available in the previous stage. I didn't prior to that I hadn't seen fragment mentioned here. I also need to look into what the light stage is. I don't know how Godot's shader graphics pipeline works, so I need to look into what different stages they've provided for us to mess around with. I also need to look into how you would go about accomplishing something like tessellation or per geometry calculations, stuff like that. Because like for tessellation, at least in the DirectX graphics pipeline, you have a separate stage for tessellation, and that there also there's like a division. There's like one or two other stages, but you have a separate stage for tessellation where you can choose to, for example, what was the word? I can't remember the word. You can break up a polygon into multiple smaller polygons. That's a good. Give me a second. I need to hide it. Okay, so yeah, in the DirectX graphics pipeline, you have multiple stages. The tessellation stage allows you to like break up the polygon into smaller polygons if you want to. So you can use that to like divide up the polygon and basically add more geometry to this geometry without having it affect the CPU side of things. Then you have the geometry stage itself, which allows you to do operations per geometry, per polygon. Actually, it gives you more options as well. You're not limited to just per polygon. There's per triangle, per edge, per... there were a few more options as well. But let's say, for the sake of simplicity, per polygon operations can be done through the geometry stage. Then you have your basic like vertex stage, which is per vertex operations. Fragment stage, which is after rasterization. There's like whatever pixels are going to be, whatever pixels this object is going to be occupying, you get to set colors for them. And there's a couple more stages as well. Some of them you can't really program. Okay, there's an ad playing, so I'm gonna sit quiet for 30 seconds. Kind of funny that the ad plays right after I take my hydration break. All right, welcome back. So, yeah, you have a couple of other stages. Some of them are programmable, some of them are not programmable. But my point is, I need to see which stages Godot's shading language allows you to program. Yeah, I think I should get into the coding side of it first. And I mean, it's not going to be that hard for me to pick it up because like I have years of experience in writing shaders. I know my way around shaders pretty well. What I need to learn in this instance is the Godot shading language syntax, and also how exactly shaders are handled in Godot. Like what stages exactly am I able to mess around with? Okay, you know what? The scene tree thing. I feel like if I keep trying to dig into it, I'm gonna waste a lot of time. I do wanna experiment more. Like I wanna see, for example, just a second, let me close this editor. Okay, I wanna see, for example, let's say I did scene tree. What options do I have here? What functions do I have here? Okay, they're all constants. I'm only seeing one function. So that's to initialize it. Okay, let's initialize it. What is new returns an instance, right? Wait a second. What just happened here? Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. I was like, why is it taking me back there? But yeah. Okay, this is the same documentation that I read before. Okay. What do I have access? Oh, okay. So in the instance, I have access to a bunch of other things. Now, if I try to get, what can I get? There's get frame, there's get nodes in group, there's get node count. Oh, if I tried get node count here, what value would I be getting? Because this is a new instance, right? So let's try running this. Okay, exit. It says 0. So with scene tree, let's just make that small. So with the scene tree class, I'm able to instantiate a new instance. I'm able to create a new instance of the scene tree. That is not the same instance as how there was a way to get the scene tree, right? What was it? What was it called? There was a function to get the scene tree. Get tree, I think. Isn't that it? I think it's get tree. Okay, so that's the what happens if I print this? It's nice that we are able to print a bunch of things in Godot, even if it's just an object. I can still like try to print it out, and a lot of times some information comes out, even if it's not all that useful. Like in some way, it's kind of useful. Okay, scene tree, so and so. Fine, great. Now, if I do get node count on this, it should say 4. I'm guessing because that includes a root viewport node, and then some node O1, and then test node O1, and then mesh instance 3D. So this should say 4 and 0. There you go. Great. Cool. Let me just check, make sure the music is still going. Nope. Music paused. All right. Okay, I think I need to experiment with this a lot more. Yeah, I think I need to experiment with this more. For the time being, I think we can look at the script reference and carry on reading and get to the end. Okay, so the last time we were here, we looked at a bunch of these things. We got like node path and shorthand for so-and-so, so-and-so. Okay, alright. Alright, unique node. I didn't look at that. I looked at just node path. Okay, we can look into that later. Fine. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know this. You can separate. So integers and floats can have their numbers separated with underscore to make them more readable. The following ways to write numbers are valid. That's great. That is useful because I mean, I believe this is only going to be useful like to the programmer, to the coder. It's not really going to affect it's not really going to affect the how things are working. It just makes it more readable for the programmer, because especially if you have like, you know, a whole bunch of like, this is what 12 numbers right here, that can become kind of hard to read. 12 digits, let's say. Okay, then annotations. There are some special tokens in GDScript that act like keywords but are not. They are annotations instead. Every annotation starts with the so-and-so character. This is their idea of attributes, I believe, if I remember right. Because like even in C#, if I remember right, when you're trying to use these annotations, you have to write them as attributes. I think so. I don't remember. Okay. Where was I? Every annotation start with the character, with the @ character, and is specified by a name. Okay, that makes sense. A detailed description and example of each annotation can be found inside the GDScript class reference. Okay, let's take a look. While that's loading, let's carry on reading. Annotations affect how the script is treated by external tools and usually don't change the behavior. For instance, you can use it to export a value to the editor. Yep. For more information about exporting properties. Okay, so there's multiple ways to export. I also didn't know about this range thing. Even the last time that we were skimming through this, I noticed the range thing and I was like, oh shit, I never thought about using range. And I was wondering how exactly you get the ranged slider to show up in the inspector. I was like, okay, maybe you might need to write some kind of custom inspector for it. Okay, so we're looking at GDScript. Wait, built-in constants, functions, and annotations. Okay. A list of GDScript specific utility functions and annotations accessible from any script. For the list of global functions and constants, see global scope. Okay. These are the constants, these are the annotations. Export category. Oh, that's like a header. Nice. Okay, that's good to know. That is useful. That is useful. Okay. Wait, is that categories in inspector docs list? Categories in the inspector docs list usually divide properties coming from different classes. Okay. For better clarity, it is recommended to use export group or export subgroup. Okay. Export color no alpha. Export color property without its transparency to be edited. Oh, so this gives you like a color picker. That's good. Wait, doesn't color in general give you a color picker? I think color in general gives you a color picker. Like if you just export color, I think it gives you a color picker. But this one removes the alpha property, I'm guessing. Export directory. Export a string property as a path to a directory. The path will be delimited to the project folders and its subfolders. Okay, interesting. Export enum. Man, there's so many exports that I didn't know about. Okay, export exp easing. The easing editor widget. Floating point property with the easing editor widget. Okay, export file exports a string property to a path as a path to a file. The path will be delimited so and so. Okay, export flags. Isn't this like enum? Exports an integer property as a bit field, as a bit flag field. This allows to store several checked or true values with one property, and comfortably select them in the inspector doc. Oh wow, that is convenient. That is convenient. No, because like, okay, bit flags, right? That means, for example, you can have let's test this out. So what is
very unique and exciting project to join.
what is it called? Oh, just export flags. Export flags. Wait, there's more export flags. Are all these methods or? Oh, okay. Wait, no, what? There's multiple here. What does this do?
Building on time, we're building within budget.
Holy shit. Okay, okay, we'll look into that later. Export export flags. And then we can give test 1, test 2, test 3. And then we can have I don't know, some flag 01. This can be an int.
Then also, as well as exercise, I like to...
Does that work? I think that works. Okay. So, if I select...
really take a step back,
I forgot where I put the script. I think it was on some node.
Where I can really just free my mind and be able to think so much more clearly after I've done it.
Oh, there it is. Some flag 01, and then I can check whatever it is. So I'm guessing it's bit 1, or well, bit 0, and then bit 3. Okay, let's try this. So this should be 1. This should be, hold on, what is it? 0. Fuck, it's becoming hard to talk. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be 5. Okay. So this should be 1 and then 5. So if I run, oh wait, no, it's not going to do anything. Exit, exit. print some flag. So this should print out 5. Yeah, that prints out 5. Okay, so this is this is a bit flag. If I remove this, it would be 4. Yeah. And if I remove this and have this instead, it would be 1. Yep. There it is. Okay, cool. You know what? Good to know that all of these flags exist. In fact, all of these annotations exist. What is a physics thing? What is a renderer thing? Export an integer property as a bit flag field for 2D render layer. Oh, okay. And then I'm guessing physics is for physics layers. Okay. Navigation has layers. 3D physics has layers. 3D renderer has layers. What is avoidance? Is that collision? Well, no, physics would be collision, right? Oh, navigation avoidance. Okay. Global directory. Okay. So there's a lot to look into here. I'll look into this later. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna end the stream here because it is becoming really hard to talk. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna carry on reading this off stream. I'm also excited that I found out that there's a visual shader workflow. So that's pretty dope. I'll look into that later. Once I believe I do need to. Well, I mean, I was gonna learn the Godot shading language anyways, and it seems like I might need to use Godot's shading language in that expression node, or maybe they have a separate language that you can use there. I don't know, but yeah, I'll carry on reading this. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys have a nice day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.